There's a happy land of promise over in the great beyond, where the saved of earth shall soon their glory share, where the souls of men shall enter and live on forevermore. Everybody will be happy over there.
Everybody will be happy over there,
We'll be happy over there.
We will shout and sing His praises through the never-ending ages.
Everybody will be happy over there. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers will be singing round the throne in that land where no one ever knows a care. And the Christians of all ages will join in the triumph song. Everybody will be happy over there.
Everybody will be happy over there, We will shout and sing His praises through the never-ending ages.
Everybody will be happy over there. We will hear nobody praying and no mourning in that land, for no burdens there will be for us to bear. All the people will be singing glory, glory to the Lamb. Everybody will be happy over there.
Everybody will be happy over there,
We'll be happy over there.
We will shout and sing His praises through the never-ending ages.
Everybody will be happy over there. There we'll meet the one who saved us and who kept us by His grace, and who brought us to that land so bright and fair. We will praise His name forever as we look upon His face. Everybody will be happy over there.
Everybody will be happy over there,
We'll be happy over there.
We will shout and sing His praises through the never-ending ages.
Everybody will be happy over there. There's a happy land of promise over in the great beyond, where the saved of earth shall soon their glory share, where the souls of men shall enter and live on forevermore. Everybody will be happy over there.
Everybody will be happy over there,
We'll be happy over there.
We will shout and sing His praises through the never-ending ages.
Everybody will be happy over there. Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers will be singing round the throne in that land where no one ever knows a care. And the Christians of all ages will join in the triumph song. Everybody will be happy over there.
Everybody will be happy over there,
We'll be happy over there.
We will shout and sing His praises through the never-ending ages.
Everybody will be happy over there. We will hear nobody praying and no mourning in that land, for no burdens there will be for us to bear. All the people will be singing glory, glory to the Lamb. Everybody will be happy over there.
Everybody will be happy over there,
We'll be happy over there.
We will shout and sing His praises through the never-ending ages.
Everybody will be happy over there. There we'll meet the one who saved us and who kept us by His grace, and who brought us to that land so bright and fair. We will praise His name forever as we look upon His face. Everybody will be happy over there.
Everybody will be happy over there,
We'll be happy over there.
Shout through the never-ending ages.
Everybody will be happy over there. King of my life, I crown me now. Thine shall the glory be. Lest I forget thy thorn-crowned brow, lead me to Calvary. Lest I forget Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. Show me the tomb where thou wast laid, tenderly mourned and wept. Angels of light arrayed guarded thee whilst thou slept. Lest I Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. Let me, like Mary, through the gloom, come with a gift to thee. Show to me now the empty tomb, lead me to Calvary. Lest I forget Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. May I be willing, Lord, to bear daily my cross for thee, even my cup of grief to share. Thou hast borne all for me. Lest I forget Gethsemane, lest I forget thine agony, lest I forget thy love for me, lead me to Calvary. I have heard of a land on the faraway strand, is a beautiful home of the soul, built by Jesus on high, where we never shall die. 'Tis a land where we never grow old. Never grow old, where we'll never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, where we'll grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. In that beautiful home where we'll never more roam, we shall be a sweet by and by. Happy praise to the King, through eternity sing. 'Tis a land where we never shall die. Never grow old, where we'll never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. Never grow old, where we'll never grow old. In a land where we'll never grow old. When our work here is done, and the life crown is won, and our troubles and trials are o'er, all our sorrow will end, and our voices will blend with the loved ones who've gone on before. Never grow old, where we'll As the deer pants for the water, my soul longs after you. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you. You alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you. You're my friend and you are my brother, even though you are a king. I love you more than any other, so much more than anything. You alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you. I want you more than gold or silver, only you can satisfy. You alone are the real joy giver and the apple of my eye. You alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone may my spirit yield. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you.
Good evening, everyone. You're welcome again to Impact Living Media, and thank you for joining today's live broadcast again. I can see a lot of persons that have joined this broadcast, and let me just quickly rush to recognize those that have joined this broadcast. Who is the first person to join today's broadcast? Excuse me. Let me see the first person to join us today. Pheasant Ogomebuna. Good evening. Good evening. Let's welcome Pheasant to our midst, and also let's also welcome Charles Chinwe to the AZ. You're welcome, and I guess we have Fumilola Akinlulu also. You're welcome. I guess Fumilola is the second person to join this broadcast, and another person I have is Arolo Matthew Uluwolagba. You are welcome also. I have my powerful admin, Sikiru Adam Uluwolagba. You are welcome. And next online, I have Funaya Chibes patient. You are also welcome. And who else? I guess I have lovely Boya. You're also welcome to this broadcast. And again, I have Jane Usoro. You're also welcome to this broadcast. I have Glory. You're also welcome to this broadcast. I have US. Okay, that's all for now. And thank you everyone for joining this broadcast. May the Lord God of hosts be with you all. And let me quickly say this also on the restoration night we had on the first midnight. That's the 1st to 1st of October. That's on the 1st of October, midnight, around, I guess it was around 1 a.m. at that's Nigerian time, while 2 a.m. Italian time, that's European time, sorry. The live broadcast we had, I have the first person that joined, and although that day I said some persons, I mentioned them, they should join, drop their candidates, and those I said they should join, drop their candidates, more especially, is it not the first person? There's no one, I guess, I promised a certain amount of money, and just because the person did not drop it earlier that time, and that day I intend closing up the rounding up earlier with the stream, because that night I guess you all you were in the stream, you saw my hand was bandaged. It was serious bandage. I had a cut with the blender blade. If you know blender blades, that we used to blend the children, the blade, very sharp one, very smart, sharp. Really caught my hand that night. Because I came back from work late, so I was trying to quickly assist to grind the children food, and the machine wasn't working well. So I put my hand to try to roll it a little bit, and it chopped my hands. So, but to God be glory, that does not stop me from having the restoration night. It happened before the restoration night, and that doesn't still stop it. I just have to still come to the restoration to still stream the program, because it has been scheduled already, and nothing again can change it. Even if the hand cut off and drop down, in as me breathing, I will do it. Then after that, I will go to hospital then. So, but we thank God. So after that night, I couldn't even do any. I was thinking I'll be able to do one or two. So I was thinking I was able to do one or two transactions that day in water. But quite unfortunate, I couldn't even dare it. I couldn't dare it. So, and since then, I've not done any transfer at all for those I promised that day. So I'm very, very aware. Although there are some messages on my WhatsApp from persons that sent, and I felt probably maybe I also promised my. I did not even open any message. Maybe one or two messages I have opened. So I did not. Pardon me. I could not even send anything. So pardon me for that. Those that know us here, they know that if I say promise, although it might delay, in as much as I see that I've insisted on that, I would definitely do it. And in fact, I didn't mean my admin as was even online that night. My admin would have even, that's why I said my admin is doing a very powerful work. Because before I have it, there are some transactions I wouldn't end up doing. Before I had him as my admin, there are some transactions I will end up not doing. That is it. And some people might think probably it's because probably I said something I don't want to do. It's not because I said something I don't, and that's why anyone I want to do is only the one I do while I'm online now. So and that's why I always do most of it online. But if my admin online, if my admin is online, I will do some and I'll tell my admin to finalize it. There was a time we picked close to 15 persons, 10 and some other person. But I believe that day alone, my admin spent money to about 15 persons. Left for me, I can't even send money to 2 or 3. Talk more of sitting down and make it transfer to 15 good persons in a day. I don't think I can do that at all. So that's why I really appreciate what he's doing for me. It's not easy to pick your phone and be doing transfer. If it's easy, try it. So if it's easy, you to run them, you go know how easy it be. So it's not something that is easy. Before you sit down, I will write name, So the account number, after writing the account number, I'll now be looking, oh yeah, you this amount, I'll pick another person. I know if you try them. That's just it. I can't try it. But permit me, I'm yawning. I've been so exhausted today. Permit me. I'm so tired. So to God be the glory today again. Thank you, Jesus. So if you fall in that category, I'm sorry, but I can still assure you. So just be patient. Be patient. So that's it. You know, I wouldn't, because of, I want to satisfy people and displease myself. So you should know that if I said I'm going to do this thing for you, and at the end of the day, what happened to me, and I'm feeling serious pain, I should now still do that. You should know, at least we should be considerate with one another. But in as much as I could still talk about it now to you, then you know I have it in mind. Now today we want to talk about the topic very briefly. You can see I'm very tired. Secret sin, SS. What's wrong with this? I guess the treble is too much. Let me reduce the treble. Treble is too much. Secret sin. We want to talk about a very good topic today. In our Bible study is every Wednesday, 5 or 6 o'clock. It's either 5 or 6 o'clock. Take note. And from this month, by the grace of God, our time will be fixed. And any time I fix, apart from some other just entertainment live stream we are doing, but some of our weekly program will be timed, and we won't be. I promise not to be taking your time. Secret sin. In this new month of October, Father, we thank you, we worship you, we give you glory. Thank you for everything. We are here again to hear from you. Speak to us. Speak your word to us. You are the one we want to see, we want to hear from you. As many that are under the utterance of my voice, Lord, speak to them. At the end of everything, let your name be praised. Amen. Jeremiah 16, verse 17 to 18. Guys, let's quickly consider that. Jeremiah 16, verse 17 to 18. What do we have there? I don't know. I really appreciate the fact when the hymn was going, I intend using just one hymn, but I was so captivated with the hymn. You were just saying the topic. That's good. I'm very impressed. Jeremiah 16, 17 to 18. Jeremiah 16, what does it say? 17. He said, for my eyes are on thy ways. They are not hidden from my face. Excuse me. Jeremiah 16, 17, sorry. For my eyes are on all thy ways. They are not hidden from my face, nor is their iniquity hidden from my eyes. And first I will repay double of their iniquity and their sins, because they have defiled my land. They have filled my inheritance with the carcass of the detestable and abominable idols. We all hope for a greater glory. We all hope for a better month. You're welcome again officially to the month of October. In the month of October, our anticipation is high. And we all hope for something better. Amen. We all hope that things will shape itself very well. We all hope that this month will be better. We all hope that our expectation will be met. We all hope that God will bless us this month. That means we are all expecting from God. Isn't it? We want one or two things from God. God, do this for me. God, do this for me. God, do that for me. But the question from God, as we hope for God to increase and bless us, the question is, what have you yourself done for God? For God to bless you. Do you say something? We as a person must play our role. Let's note that first. And another thing we should understand in life, I want to become this, I want to become that, I want to become this. The end of everything. I've forgotten how Muslims always say this thing. Sikiru, please, if I'm wrong, remind me. It escaped my mind, though, and I always say it, though. That means, I want to say it in Arabic. Lọ́dọ̀ rẹ láti wá Olúwa, lọ́dọ̀ rẹ náà la ó padà sí. That is how Muslim always say it. Lọ́dọ̀ rẹ láti wá Olúwa, lọ́dọ̀ rẹ náà la ó padà sí. That's how they always say it. Now, that means, after everything we achieve in this world, one day we will go back to where we come from. What's wrong with my mouth? Okay. And Solomon said, vanity is vanity. I want you to hold those two words I have said now. Very, very important. There are times we pray consecutively to God, but our way is contradicting the person we are praying to. You cannot get something from somebody you don't love. To lay a foundation for this topic, secret sin. That's the topic. Note it, secret sin. We can't. Someone you did not love, possible, just pick your phone and question for something from that person. It's not possible. Someone you are not ready to do his will, you don't just pick your phone and call the person. If you want something from God, there are three things I have said to you about vanity, and this is about our relationship with the person that we're expecting something from. Please, I want you to pay attention very well. But if your life is not pleasing to your Creator, for Him to give you anything will be hard. So you might end up praying and praying and praying and praying without achieving anything, without seeing the result for your prayer. It will not look as if God is a liar. It will not look as if God is not answering your prayer. Whereas you yourself don't look inward. Are you doing something that pleasing before you conclude that God is not answering your prayer? Are you obeying Him? Do that God know you? What distance you and God that we have to pray for 10 hours before our answer is sin? A father will not expect us that we will spend 10 days, 1 year asking for just one thing from Him. No. We don't even need, see, there is a life whereby you will get in life. And that's why you see some Muslims, they still need to go to the strong imam for prayer. You sing from afar. That's why you come across some afar, they call afar elebo. And some Christian also, you're also singing for pastor. And you come across fake pastors. I had a pastor saying today when I was accidentally jammed at his message. The pastor was saying, Abraham is a sinner. And why? He said because Abraham did not pay tithe. Apostle Suleiman. I laughed. It was as if I should get stone from where I am and stone the man. Amen. Just because we are going to all these people because our relationship with God that we want to get something from is far. We have some sin in us. There are some people you will see them, you will think they are holy, but there are some sin in them that is not known to you. That is what we call secret sin. It is an offense against religious moral. An offense being perpetrated by a person that is against religion moral. Every religion has some moral, some things that you do that becomes a sin. So in such a way, it is hidden from the public. Because you believe in your religion, you don't do this. Take for example, we all know our farm must not eat junk. Our farm must not drink alcohol. But try to get to some person's house, you will see them drinking alcohol. Go to some pastor or Christian house, you will see them. A Christian, a child of God, must not be involved in adultery. Oh yes, they don't do it physically, but they do it openly. These are called secret sin. You see them as holy person, but of a truth, they are not holy. So in contextual, a biblical sense of, we call secret sin a biblical sense of transgression against the law of God. So one thing we should understand from where we read is that he said, I see everything you do. You cannot hide it from me. Thy sin is not hidden from my eyes. Whatever you do in the secret can only be hidden from man, but it is not hidden to God. God sees all that you are doing in the secret. You cannot hide it from God. A composer sang God's song. He said, you cannot hide it from God. You cannot hide it from God. You may cover your sin that nobody should know. You cannot hide it from God. I might see you as someone that is plain. I might see you as someone that is holy. I might see you as a true child of God. But the fact remains, does God say you are holy? I might say you are good. I might say you are faithful. I might say you are diligent. That is what I am seeing as a person. But the real question is, what does God see you to be? Let it, Yoruba will say, so you can cover your sin from humanity. But you are lying in the closet might be from men, but it is clear God. So God cannot be mocked. If you go to the book of Psalm 139, verse 1 and 2, what does he says? My light, what happened? Have I shake it? Okay. Psalm 139, what does he says? Psalm 139, verse 1 and 2. What does he say? Oh Lord, you have fetched me and known me. You know my sitting down, my rising up. You understand my thought afar off. God, oh Lord, you have searched me. Oh. You know me. Oh, you know how everything in every way I think. You have examined me. You know about me. I said something you can't edit from God. God knows everything you're in your mind. is clearly to God. Everything you are thinking while you are watching this video is clearly to God. While you are sleeping, before you wake up, every of your thought is clearly to God. I believe last week was when we ended our teaching on depravity. Which means, in the real sense, there are some things people will see that you don't do, but you clearly do them. They see that you don't fornicate, but the greatest fornicator of all. They see that you don't commit adultery. See, fornication is one of these things. I believe I'm having more youth listening, and emphasizes more on that. You should understand what I'm saying. The sin of fornication is one of the worst sins that a lot of people have lost their glory on the altar of fornication. See, it's easy to get yourself liberated from witches and wizards. It's very easy to get yourself liberated from witches and wizards. If witches and wizards collect your glory, it's easy you get it back. But if you lost your glory to fornication, to get that your glory back, you will pray, and pray. You don't a prayer warrior. Not even the era of Yahoo guys. They've used so many ladies. So many ladies you see walking on the road, they are just so carcass. And that's the reason why we younger generation of nowadays, please, before you marry, open your eyes. See, it's not a matter of going to pastor and saying, Pastor, please help me pray for this person. Is it the right will of God? Open your eyes well before you marry. If you go and marry somebody that Yahoo have used all our glory, and you also sleep with that person, man, your glory too. Want if you lamb, want if you go, want if you yata, want if you go, want if you rabex, want if you go, want if you go Ferrari, want if you pop champagne. Then you that when you are young, before you marry, you are making progress before you marry, before you walk like this, what you did, and when you are walking before you marry, you are seeing money left and right. You are very okay. You just notice that some guys, before they marry, they are doing fine. The moment you marry, things suddenly change for you. You might be lucky that the ladies you are sleeping with won't do. But the day you be unlucky or unfortunate to sleep with the one they have used, then you will know why you are asked to avoid it. God does not have any child that if you sleep with is going to pain God. It's just for your own good. And that's why I love the three religions that we have. Both Christianity, both Muslim, both Urbanists. It's just moral. It's commonsensical. They bring against immorality. It was even before the era of this Christianity and Muslim era. In the days olden age where we don't have Christian, we don't have Muslim, morality is even more higher than now. Now it is immorality that's ready. Then you will not see young girls of, then you can see a virgin of 20 years old, 22 years old, in as much as she is not married. But now you cannot even see a virgin of 12 years old. If you are looking for a virgin, maybe 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old. But if you are going to 14 years, 15 years old, my brothers and sisters, only because you might not even see. You are not there again. And these are part of the result of failed marriages. Ever you wonder that there are so many single mothers? This is not a matter of God will have mercy on everyone of us. Nobody is crucifying this, but it's just good we are able to know our way that we are going, and we are able to amend our way. The Bible says, "For all have sinned and have conscious the glory of God." That means you and I, we have sinned, and that's why once you know that you are doing something that is wrong, you will be able to go back to God and ask for forgiveness. That is the purpose. Is the teaching is not to condemn anybody. No one is to be condemned. The Bible says, "Thou shalt not judge, so that you will not be judged." For one time or the other, we have all sinned. For one time or the other, we have all committed immoralities. But it is better when we know that we have done something wrong, so that when we are battling one problem or the other in life, we know where it comes from. The sin of immorality, please avoid it. If probably you are, if probably some sin, there are some that are even serious, that are even virgin during their youth, and at the end of it, they end up being single mother. No, we are not talking about does it necessitate that is all those single that become single mother that their marriages fail. Does that mean that? No. It takes the grace of God, but we should understand that the grace of God should not also be misused as a Christian. Know your stand as a Christian. You didn't sin. So can you say to God, God, oh, examine me, my life, there is no sin in me? And let me tell you something. If a sin is found in your life, I know this is not the kind of teaching or message that so many persons want to hear. That one is a fact, because it's a very, very blunt message, and I'm very, very blunt this evening. And that's the reason why there are some messages you hardly see being preached in the church today. Because one, the pastor don't want to lose church members. Because of the offering and tithe is more important. But truth must be said. What if you acquire these old things in this world and you later sleep, you did not wake up again? Where will you go? Let me tell you something. This our flesh. The greatest battle you need to conquer in life is the battle of the flesh. If you are able to conquer the battle of flesh, you have overcome the world. If you are able to overcome the battle of this flesh, you have overcome the world. Apostle Paul said, he said, each time he felt like doing good things, evil thoughts keep coming into his mind. Each time he felt like I want to do good, he will just notice that what he's thinking is how to do evil. So that means it is war against the flesh and our soul. That woman, I've said it, woman comprises of the soul and the body. The body has no place that is going. The soul is the one that will not die and live forever, while the body will perish. No matter how much you cream and maintain this body, after a week that you die, Ojuade said something, sang one song. He said, Ẹja òkú Èkó bẹ́tà ènìyàn. Ẹja òkú Èkó bẹ́tà ènìyàn. Ẹja òkú Èkó tá ń jẹ, tá ń fi ń jẹyàn. Ẹja òkú Èkó tá ń pa, tá fi ń jọka. Ẹja òkú Èkó bẹ́tà ènìyàn. That means, Ẹja òkú Èkó, I don't know what they call òkú Èkó in English. All this is shower or Titus, don't pay no òkú Èkó. He said it is better. A fish, let me just use fish. Fish is better than human being. Why? If you kill fish, you will eat fish. A dead fish can be eaten. A dead human being cannot be eaten. You can stay with a dead goat, but no matter how much you love someone, you can never sleep on that person's grave. If you even see the person appearing to you, you will run. Isn't it? The soul lives forever, but the flesh has limited time. Say you live, you live for 100 years. Okay, you live, you live for 150 years. So we go, the flesh will go, we perish, but the soul will not die. Now, the question is, if you die, the prayers of your pastors, the prayers of your father, of your priest cannot save you. The moment you die, no forgiveness for anyone that has died. The moment you close his eyes and you breathe your last, go and call the old pastor and their past in this world to pray for you. See, the prayer they always pray for death when the person have died before they bury the person is just human culture. Just human culture. Ara say they are not me. It's human culture. Call the old pastor of the old world. Let them pray for someone that has died. Cannot make heaven unless it's your well or well. If the person do good, righteous, holy, and perfect, he will go to heaven. If the person is not righteous, but the more you even pray for the person, the more the hellfire is sure. So it's better if you don't even pray for someone. I always say my family, if I die today, it's not compulsory to even pray for me and my body, because in abroad, there is a rule in abroad here. I don't know of other countries here. They will ask you, my body, if I die, do you want to donate your skin, your kidney, or any part of your skin should be removed to the government if you die, or you want? Some people can donate their heart if they die. So immediately the person die like this, they quickly remove the heart. There are some persons that donate their body. If they die, if they've written it in their will, my body should be taken to so place, so that it will be taken. Let medicine school students use it as practical. And I always say that if I die, I would prefer my dead body to be given to medical association. Let them use it for practical. My kidney, my liver, my intestine, any parts they want to use, all the skeleton, anyone they want to use, give it to them. Forget about we need to bury, so that the children will know where their father died. If the children know where their father died, would they come and collect food money from me? No. Will they come and meet me and say, Daddy, you want to collect this thing? No. So what's the sense of showing them where they buried me? The children need to know where they buried their father. So they don't know where they buried. What if I crash in airplane and we crash inside the sea? Does that mean the children don't have a father? They still have. But these are just human culture. Oh, I pray the Lord will have mercy on us. So we should also understand, we are talking about a topic I call secret sin. In less than 10 minutes, I'll be rounding this up. I said I'm not going to stay too much long today because I am not really feeling fine. Now, so whatever we do, what matters most is whatever we do in the closet. Some people can pretend. You will see them as someone that is a saint, but in the closet, they are evil. So your thoughts and actions will be judged by God. Meaning that in the real sense, maybe you don't fornicate in the real sense, but deep in your mind, don't you know it is possible that you don't fornicate sex, it will be judged. The Bible says, whoever at a man, at a woman, and lust after the woman has already committed the sin of fornication. Maybe I look at the girl doing now with big yansh and I say, wow, and in my heart I'm now thinking, you know, some guy wants the ordinary sin. Just catch this guy, just carry this girl to the bed, and then I start thinking a lot of things in my mind. Yeah, physically, did I have sex with the lady? No. To man, can the lady sue me for having sex with her? No. But to God, I and that lady, we have had sex together. To God, I've committed the sin of fornication. So these are what we call secret sin. Jesus also said in the book of Luke 12, 1 and 2, that while speaking, he was talking to his follower. He said that everything that is hidden will be shown, and everything that is secret will be made known. On the last that day when you will die, when the trumpet will sound, the end of the war, everything you have done in the secret will be made known. All you are doing in the secret that you think nobody will be made openly. Some people did not use cutlass to kill somebody, they did not use gun to kill somebody, but you have used your mouth to kill that person. And the person will even see you as a friend. When you see the person you embrace, you laugh. But in the closet, you are killing the person. I want them to bury. Some husband, some men, when you see them outside, some lady will say, I wish this man is my husband. I wish man is my husband. But if the wife living with that woman really tell you who the man is, you will say, in fact, you will know you will be scared to pass the house to even stay around where the man is saying. You will not pray for that man as your enemy husband. So if there is such a family, both him and the husband and the wife fight, you'll be condemning the wife. The husband is good. He's the wife. The husband is all this. And likewise, some woman, you will see them outside, you will think, the husband of this woman will be enjoying him, will be enjoying her. This is wife. Our wife is so humble to the core, so generous, so nice, so humble, so this. They will say they play. So by the time, and those are the worst set of people in life to deal with. See, I hate people that I hate hypocrites. And that's the worst set of people that can kill. If you cannot respect me, regard me when we are together, don't regard me in the public. He's an hypocrite. In fact, those are the run away from such. I remember far back, I called my younger sister and I said, don't dare call me brother again. My name is Solomon. Don't call my younger sister. I said, don't call me brother again. Because it's like maybe both of us fight now. And people outside don't know how rude he is to me as the brother. But probably when we fight and they talk now, brother, so no technique, brother. And they will not be calling me a guy. They will not want to hear from me. They will say, Abu. So don't call me brother, so that if we fight, if you want to explain to an outsider, the way you are what are doing for me in the closet, they doing it outside. Hypocrite, the secret sign. All these things are covered to man, but to God, they are not. So no matter how long no matter how long you cover your sin, it shall be made open one day. So it is better as a believer to kill those secret sins in your life. There are some secret sins that will not allow you to get your glory. There are some secret sins. Some of you are finding yourself in one problem or the other. You are not progressing in life. Check your life. There might be some secret sin there. Anytime I have opportunity of talking to you, I always say this incident because apart from, I believe you've heard stories of so many of that. But this one, it was a live experience of a lady when I was in the school. And a very good friend of mine used the womb for money ritual. And funny enough, it wasn't as if the lady used it doesn't as if the lady removed the womb and give that guy. The guy put up someone close to me. So this one is a live incident, not story. It's not as if he handed over the womb like this. So yeah, take it. No matter how you love your guy, your husband, even your husband, now say, wife, please give me your womb. I want to use it for money ritual. Will you do that? You will not now. You will say no. In fact, you will run away from that man that day. But what? This guy intend to do money ritual. And what they requested of the guy is the womb of a lady. The person, a lady he loved. I'm not talking of Nollywood movie. I'm talking of what happened, what I am aware. Now, both the lady and the man are so that the guy, they are my close pal. We are classmates. And what I said eventually, it was just, how does the guy take the woman? Ordinary sex, as boys and girls, they do have sex together. And they had sex. And the guy has put that thing in his body. He just will access. Once he access to the lady, the moment he had sex with the lady, there is a clue that he's going to take back to the valley. They've given him something to use, and he returned it. And along the process, the girl was pregnant. Along the process, this lady was pregnant. Now, school students, I knew them. So, school student normally, pregnant, what will happen is abortion now. Sure, And the lady told the guy, which is a friend, you need to abort. You need to abort it too. Okay, fine. They went. Getting to where they were abort, it was there the doctor confirmed to the lady, because the guy first gave him, they use one medicine. Students always have the idea of all those things. And I guess the guy, is he a computer science student or an SLT student? So there has been a medicine the guy has used. So the guy now noticed her stomach is paining her. Now, getting to the hospital, it was now confirmed by the doctor that, okay, her womb has been damaged. And damaged to the extent of there should be a total evacuation of the womb. If they don't evacuate the womb, the girl might lose her life. I'm telling you a true life story. The lady, the guy, are my friend. True life of a teen. Now, unfortunately, the womb. But, you will now think that it is the medicine that damages it. No. In this life, we should understand that, and that's why anyone in this life, I always tell people, this is blunt. I'm always very blunt. I always tell people, I don't force anyone to any religion. I always tell people, if you are living in this life, if you cannot pray as a Christian, be a Muslim. A serious one, not just by religion, no. If you don't want to pray by Islamic way, if it is Shango and Obatala you want to worship, I beg, do it well. This life is spiritual. But I pity a lot of people that take this life as just normally. Everything existing in this life is spiritual. Physics in school. I did physics to a course. Even in engineering, there is something. If I have any science student here, you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. There is something we call metaphysics. You will never understand. You cannot know it until you go deep and deeper. All these telephone, all these gadgets we are seeing. I wouldn't want to say much. There's something we call in physics, we call it metaphysics. Go and read it and you understand what I'm saying better. So this life is spiritual. So whatever you want to do it well. If na Shango you want to call her well. But I pity some people when they will say, church kò lọ, ilé kéwú kò lọ, ilé babaláwo kò lọ, ó ṣàwà ṣáàbì. No problem. Tọ́wọ́ bá bá ẹ̀, no one will teach you. More especially we Africa. Ìlú tó free láti ṣèkà. Africa, you know what they call Africa? Ìlú tó free láti ṣèkà. Ìkà oúnjọba ń bẹ gidi ni. Now, what am I saying in essence? The womb of the lady has been damaged long before the day they had sex was the day the womb has already been with the herbalist. The day they had the sex, the womb is there already. Has been used already. What the lady is carrying about, you know, they call kakas. And that's why some people, that's why I say some ladies, it's not mandatory that if Yahoo boy use somebody, the person will die. No. There are some people they use, they won't die, they will continue living to the year they will live on earth, but they can never achieve anything in this world again. Not until the womb they remove physically is just carcass. Addiction, they remove the womb. We can still say the person can still pray. You physically want to use spiritually, anything. Spiritually, what you physically want to be grown there. Funny enough, the girl will go and marry. It was after some years when I heard about the girl has become a deeper life member, a very serious Christian. When I don't want to mention the name of the person. When the name just comes to my brain now. I said one bro John, we hang into this sister, into this lady, and now. And when they now notice they did not give birth, the brother John will now be praying, kabashi. Now be going from one mountain to one mountain. Where there is nothing God cannot do. Apart from there is nothing God cannot do. Any miracle that will happen in that level, there is nothing God can. So I can only leave the issue of that girl on. There is nothing God cannot do. But for any miracle, it's bigger than it's bigger. That type of miracle, physically is not there. Spiritually is not there. Spiritually, no womb. Physically, no womb. The place is just empty. In that case, my level of faith, I don't think that's reached there spiritually. But I know there is nothing God cannot do. And I also know that God also said, no sinner will go unpunished. Although your sins might be forgiven, but you'll be punished. Although God can forgive you and you will receive mercy from God, but you will be punished. Since then, let's leave that to God, because I'm not going. So as we round up now, we should also know that whatever we do, we should not cover your sin. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs 28:13 that whoever cover his sin will not prosper, but whoever confess and forsake them will have mercy upon. If you cover your sin, you will not prosper. It is not Solomon that said that, but the Bible says whoever cover his sin shall not prosper. But if you confess your sin unto God, you will receive mercy. You are living a life that you know that this life you are living, it is not the life of God. It is not the life God wants from you. Anything you do that you cannot do in the open, you cannot be bold about it. It's a sin. But take note also, the fact that you can even be bold about it does not make it right. Because you are in a world whereby immorality is not the order of the day. You can see boys and girls kissing outside. It's even common in this abroad. You can walk outside and see even a young boy. I'm telling you what I've seen. 8 years old and 8 years old girl kissing together. The day I first saw such a thing, if it's in Nigeria, I'll beat those child. Their parents will come and thank me here. But if I try that here, the next thing I will just hear is, wow. By now, I'll be eating beans in the jail. Who sent me to deal with them? Then I will live I will live the rest of my life in Europe in jail. So what am I saying? Essence is that the fact that you can even do it outside, because there are some people they are insane, but they can still be proud of it. Know your stand. Think about one thing. If you die, if tonight is the last day you will where will you go? As I'm rounding off, I believe next week we'll look at the part 2 of this teaching. I want to round up now. I want you to examine your life. That is your way truly right with God? Either you're a Christian, either you're a Muslim, it doesn't matter. What matters is, can God be proud of you? It's not a matter of religion. I'm not preaching religion here. Be an herbalist. Do you even know that even in the spiritual realm of herbalists, in the spiritual world of the darkness, immorality is a sin. Maybe you don't know. I'm not talking about Christian and Muslim now. I'm talking of Babalawo. I'm talking of Awonishe. Even in the spiritual world of Awonishe, fornication and adultery is a sin. Thank God I was very close a little bit when I was in Osogbo. I was very close. At least I know the person who is carrying the Aruba was very close at the time. Wait, I wouldn't mention her name. The one day as I did. See the level of discipline of these ladies. So many girls we have in the church are not as disciplined as are in terms of morals. I'm talking about Aruba. There are some things you should do. It's according to it will go back to Osun State. I'm talking about Aruba. If what qualifies you to be an Aruba is you must be a virgin. Thank God we all know that one now. If what qualifies you to be an Aruba is you must be a virgin. Why did they say a virgin? So that when Toba get this virgin, Atomani says, why? Is it if as an Aruba you must be a virgin before you carry the Igba? That means the Igba is sacred. And the place, the Yarabama, if you have been to Osogbo before, if the Yara is sacred, that any lady that is not a virgin cannot step. There are some places you cannot. That is, they are talking of Isheshe now. There, some people will finish on their they will still be the one to lead praise and worship. Live in the church of God. And in fact, after that praise and worship, out in the church, they are seen as the saints. In them, they are illusions. Well, it is not easy for God to have mercy upon every one of us. Please evaluate your life and check your life. Is it not easy? Although this life, to live a holy and perfect life, truth is not easy. We must be sincere. It's not easy. But there is something we should always think. What if I die? Prayer doesn't, if you want to die today, no prayer can save you. Take note of that. And that's one thing that's been my habit. If I enter car, plane, ship, those ones can have accidents easily. If I enter, I don't pray that I'll never pray that my car should not have accident. I never pray that plane should not have accident. They are prone to have accident. No human do them, so they are prone to have accident. But the only prayer I always pray is anytime I enter plane, flight like this, the only prayer you hear in my mind is God forgive me all my sin. See, as at that time, I don't talk to anybody. It's a time I always observe much more holiness. I think it's possible to be making call. There are some words I will not even want to say because I want to be remain. So the only thing I observe very well in the plane is holiness. Because if you crash, let it crash. If God said it will not crash, it should not crash. It's going to crash, let it crash. But God forgive me my sins so that to be a Nigerian and still go to hellfire. It's not easy. God will pity the fact that I'm a Nigerian. I don't Nigeria already. I've been to hellfire. So I should not even come to hellfire. Anyway, I'm just joking about that. But may the Lord have mercy upon every one of us. And every sin that is delaying us of our blessing, may God forgive us. God will have mercy. God is the merciful God. He will have mercy upon us all, including I talking and every one of you watching. God will have mercy on everybody. And every sin that does not allow us to receive our blessing, every sin that is holding our blessing, every sin that does not make our blessing to get to us, God, in your infinite mercy, we pray, forgive us. Àwọn ọmọ rẹ lẹ́ṣẹ̀ rèé. Kí n ṣaláì máa ṣẹ̀. We always sin. But God, we are human beings. Abeg God, have mercy upon us. Abeg God, have mercy upon us. In this country, in this world we are, even if you don't want to sin, some people might force you to sin. But especially if you're a driver in Nigeria. If you are a driver in Lagos, not even Nigeria, in Lagos, if you don't want to shake it, some people will allow you to shake it. Imagine you are just driving your Toyota, brand new Toyota. one driver, one Paragon driver, want to break your glass, and you are still paying the debt. Drive rough, I want to break your glass. You know the time you come out of the unit. Am I going to you know the time you say that. So in this world we are, God, it's not easy to live and please Him. Us and have mercy upon us. You know, this world, when you have the situation of things going on in the world now, in Nigeria now, hunger, if you make person do what he's supposed to do, hunger is not good though. If you make person do what he's not supposed to do, hunger has turned all our ladies to Lushu. I don't really blame them also. If you have stayed without eating for 4 days, I say 4 days, for 2 days without eating anything, then you know what they call hunger. I believe all of you watching now, I believe you have not experienced what they call hunger. No, I just know that. Those of you watching, I know you are not among the most abjected, when I say really poor, people facing hunger. God has lifted you above that level, and you will not experience that level in your life. But if you have ever experienced hunger for 3 days, without any even one cup of garri, you will know that God is God. So it's not easy. That's why I don't believe anybody. Even all these ladies that are doing Olosho now just to get what to eat, I only say God will have mercy upon every one of us. We understand, but still maintain holiness with God. What shall it profit a man to gain his own word and lose his soul? Is it better not to? Is it better to not? Is it better to go? Is it better to die of hunger than to have food fill with your stomach and go to a fire? Think about it. Good night. I love you all. Now that is that. Now let me do one or two things. Just as you are a bit. I don't know the first person that joined the stream. In less than 2 minutes now, I'll be going off this media. This less than, yes, this 57. I think 57. Exactly 20. That's 8 o'clock here. That'll be exactly 7 o'clock in Nigeria. This 3 minutes to 7, 2 minutes to 7 in Nigeria is exactly 7. I'll be going out. Be logging out of the stream. So, Sikiru, please, do you know the? Let me just do that. Yeah. Who is the first person that joined this stream? Who is the first person that joined this stream? Okay, the first person that joined this stream is what's wrong with this man? mouse now. Oh, that mess. The first person that joined this stream is who is the first person? No, I mentioned the name of the person the other time. Who is the first person? Who is the first person? Who is the first person? Everybody drop your account, drop your phone number, drop your phone number. Sikiru, please pick 5 persons here and give them a 1 gig data. Since the first person, I couldn't see the first person, I can't start scrolling up. And then giving the first person money before as our usual bit. Before we see any first person, we'll be giving cash. Please, every one of you drop your details now. I want to ask a question. Maybe someone will get it. Hey, I will use that's my so I want to ask a question. And I'll give the person the sum of 2K. If you're able to get, I will ask you 2 questions. If you get it, I'll give you the sum of 2K. And I want to do this. Anyone, if you're able to call me within 2 minutes now, drop your number. My admin will pick 5 of you. We send 1 gig to you. But if you want to call now, you can call the line. You can see my line on your screen, going on your screen on WhatsApp. Call my line now. I will ask you a question. If you can answer the question, anyone, once your line come through, the first person that called through will get. I will ask you a question. Once you're able to answer the question, then there's no need for anybody to call again. I'll give you the sum of 2,000. Now, and we end the stream. And I'll give everyone of the remaining person 1 gig data. I believe I should be able to quickly do that now. Why I ask a question. Call. If you know you understand the teaching of today, quickly call me now. Right from the topic, you know it. That 1 or 2 questions we ask you, you know it. And there's nobody at the end of the line. I don't know why I'm this tired today. Plus 39351 134 That's the number to call to ask questions. Let me pin the number. I've used more than the time I want to use. Plus 39351. Okay. A call has come in. Hello, ma. Good evening, ma.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
Yes, ma. Good evening, ma.
This is Uju Stella calling.
Okay. Good evening. How are you doing? How's everything, ma?
Fine, sir. My own understanding to what you just teach us now.
What's the topic
The particular topic
of this teaching?
about living a life of a life without sin.
No, what's the topic? You don't know the. You joined late.
Yes, because my first account is stupid. I have to join with my second account.
Okay. Now, that means you cannot know the topic. So, I will ask you another question.
Okay.
How many Bible verses did I use? Can you just tell me one? Because you joined late. So, today I used like 3 to 4 Bible verses. Can you just tell me one Bible verse that I use and you drop your candidates? That's all. Because you joined late, so let me just give you that simple answer, simple question. Just one Bible verse that I use.
So I don't know about the verse, but I understand what you see.
Okay, you don't know that one. It's okay. What do you understand by the teaching then?
I understand by the teaching that you just did now that it is good, as in, especially we that is in this country, Nigeria, it is not easy for us to live a righteous life because people can lead you to do things that you don't want to do. Even when you must have said to yourself that I want to be righteous, I want to be sin free. You can see somebody make you do the things that you don't want to do. You were saying about can somebody worship God in empty stomach and still survive this? And I think that it is not really easy because God has to equip you both physical and spiritual to enable you worship Him and free yourself from hunger and temptation.
Is that all?
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I said, is that all?
These are the things I teach. And yes, these are the things that I know. You also say that your eyes can easily lead you to temptation when you don't want to do so. By admiring things, things that are somehow you're automatically, committing sin.
Okay. Now, if quickly answer this question, I'm coming. If we've said it's not easy to maintain holy life, but I have a question for you now. That we know it's not easy based on even the situation of the world, the country. Now we teach now. The first question is it possible for somebody to be perfect?
Is it what?
Is it possible for somebody to be perfect?
No, you cannot be perfect. We are imperfect human beings created by God. You can't be perfect.
So if somebody if somebody is not perfect, will that person go to heaven? As in based on the situation of the country, someone that is not perfect, will he go to heaven?
Yes, in the sense that I believe that God is a good judge and He judges us because He's righteous and merciful. You understand? I believe in His mercy, that His mercy is supersede judgment and He will judge us with a merciful heart.
Okay. You can still be using it. Okay, drop it. Okay, thank you so much. You know what we just do now?
What?
Now, on that note, at the end of this teaching, I can't wait it. I'll just give you something. I'll give you 1K, but you still get your data. Now, but let me correct you there. You are wrong, but I will only give it to you. Now, this is it. Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, what? Yes.
I will give you something, sure, but let me correct you. You are wrong. You are very, very wrong, but I will still do that for calling and clarifying some things. At least you still gave 1 or 2 points, which is very, very impressive. But out of all, I asked, is it possible for somebody to be perfect? Hello?
Boss, I'm not hearing you. What do you say?
She can't hear me. She can still hear now. And she can drop her candidates. I'll give her the sum of 1K. She doesn't really get all my questions, but at least for taking a bold step and being the first person to call, I'll be giving it to her. So I'll be giving it to her and the data. So, Sikiru, anyone that drop their number, please just be 5 so that we'll be able to, so that we know the number of those persons. Please drop your number to have your data. Now that is that. Now what I'm saying in essence is there any other person that want to call? Now, since there is another person that want to call, Let me, because I don't want to answer before I want someone to still call. Maybe the person might get the question right. But since there is no caller and I don't want to stay long, let me just, please, if you are hearing me and you just tell like you are hearing me, please, there is one or two things you say which needed to be corrected. It's not possible for someone, don't get the teaching wrong. It's not possible for someone to be perfect. One. That's why I asked. He said it's not possible. Being perfect is difficult. I agree. But that it is not possible for someone to be perfect. That we are imperfect being. It is because we are imperfect being that God sent Jesus Christ to this world to right the wrong. In as much as, listen to this, the Bible says, be ye perfect as I am perfect. Not me. God who created us is perfect. And he said, be perfect as your Father in heaven, which is God, is perfect. So if as a child of God, you are not perfect, being perfect is hard. A different illustration. Being perfect is hard. Yes, we know that. It's like to pass an exam is hard, isn't it? To pass exam, is it not hard? It's hard, we know that. But you must pass. If you did not pass, you cannot gain admission. Unlike in this country, we are not talking about the corruption or something. In this country now, to pass driving license exam, more especially as a Nigerian, as an African, whereby it's easy for the Italian. But for us that we are not Italian, because they will say the exam in Italian. So for me to still comprehend the Italian is difficult. But in as much as driving school exam is difficult, without passing it, they will still not give me the license. I will still be driving my bicycle anywhere I'm going. So if I know that I want to drive car in this country, I must have a driving license, which means I must pass the exam. And for me to pass the exam, that means I have to understand rudiment of Italian language. So what I'm saying is, it is not, being perfect is difficult, but if you are not perfect, you cannot make heaven. Even with a little stain on your garments, you can't make heaven. Look at clothes. You are seeing this white. What do we call this now? You can see this place is white. If it has a little drop of oil, it is no longer a clean cloth again. I must wash it. It is because the clothes will dirty. That's why I have a washing machine. That's why we must wash it. Because if it is stained, you can't wear it out again. You as a lady, you are preparing for your wedding. You want to do wedding. And your wedding garment is stained with oil. Will you still wear it? No, you will wash it. In as much as it has stained, just a little sin can make you to cry internally in a fire. Just a sin of you don't fornicate, lie, you don't steal, you don't kill. But a sin of looking at a lady lustfully, or a man lustfully, just look at some obi girl, she really, they can power lásán, who can swallow me lásán. Just that thought alone, you and the person doing, you are in the same category. The place that armed robbers, tough armed robbers, the place they go is the same place you will go. It's like you stole 1 naira. and police arrest you and sent to judge. It's only 1 naira I stole. The place where someone that stole 50 million is where they will sentence you to also. It's not possible for someone to be perfect, right it wrong. Or sorry, don't get it like this. When they say that nobody is perfect, that it's not possible. It is difficult for someone to be perfect. Yes, it is difficult. But as difficult as it is, without we always see something that God is merciful because our God He loves us. That's what you are taught in the church. God is brutally ruthless. God is brutally. Don't let's casual. God is brutally ruthless. God is merciful, fine. But the same God that shows mercy to the Israelites to cross the sea is the same God that closed the sea on Pharaoh. The same God that saved the children of Israel is the same God that killed every firstborn of Egypt. The same God that spoke to Moses to lead the children of Israel out, and Moses heard, is the same God that hardened the heart of Pharaoh not to hear instructions. God is ruthlessly wicked. Forget God. God is merciful. We have used it to deceive ourselves enough. God is ruthlessly ruthless. Quote that word. Forget the fact that they say God is merciful. God is merciful. Don't think it's like when you are saying, he's gentle. You hear people say, my gentility is not foolishness. The fact that a dog is playing with you does not mean that you should draw his tail. You know, he's a love you. He's just jumping, and you now draw the tail of that dog. They will say, may you not experience the wrath of God for a second. Then you will know how wicked God is. Don't pray to experience the other side of God for 1 second. Then you will know that Abasha, Abasha, some of you don't know Abasha. If you experience the other side of God a little bit, Tinubu will be an angel. We will prefer to be under Tinubu and Buhari government than to be with God in heaven. If we experience the side of God, small, just for 1 minute, if God really show you who He is, you will prefer to be under Tinubu and Buhari plus Abasha than being with God. Grace of God does not mean you should joke with God. Grace of God does not mean you should live a life of sin. The mercy of God is why He is sending me to you. Maybe God has seen that you have been living in that role. You have been living that life, and He truly loves you. Because He's merciful is why He has sent this word out today. That's the last God can do for you. The last God can do for you is to send somebody to you. After that, then you know that God is very wicked. Don't joke with God. Don't even play with Him. The grace you are just enjoying now, just enjoying it. And while enjoying it, try to be perfect in this world of sin. And that's why I said, it's not easy. For example, in this abroad, thank God we are now in the period of the winter. I didn't even in summer. As I'm teaching now that I not tie. I'm still putting on like 3 clothes inside with this tie. I just even off my suit when I finished recording some videos I recorded. I couldn't now. I have like 3 clothes under now. Now I didn't be during the period of summer. If you walk outside in Europe, no one know how you will see nyash, you will see breast. No one know how you will see lady that maybe in Nigeria somebody still wear skimpy, I'm official. Yeah, the ladies wear ordinary pants, no pant that will cover the whole nyash, that will just cover small like this. You will be seeing the remaining one like this, walking on the streets. Going on his own, the breast. Maybe in Nigeria, they are still covering it small, small. You will see everything you want to see. That does not mean that, God, maybe you understand the country I am now, and I saw such a lady. It is not a sin if I go out, immediately going out like this. I saw her. It's not a sin for that first time. But after I just saw her for the first time like this, immediately I come on my eye and I'm going. But that time, where it is difficult is, devil will now be tempting me. Look at again, look again. And that time, you now be having different thoughts coming to your mind. And that time, you now need to control your thoughts very well. Immediately be thinking about another thing. In fact, be thinking about the fact that your bad experience, maybe you are owing landlord money, be thinking about some things you don't even want to think. Be thinking about it. Because the moment maybe you are not good, it's only once you look up, but you are not thinking about it. If you get ahead of I did not look second time, but just imagine why going. And why going, I fall down and die like that. Despite all level of holiness, if I have preached to more than 20 million and 20 million of people have been saved through me to make heaven, 20 million of people, if they have been saved through me, I've been living a life of saints since all this year, ordinarily for that one thing. I did not do, and I did not look twice, so I was only imagining, in my mind, don't even say it out. The fire is certain. That's where you know God is wicked. Then you now imagine, God, I not do now. Now think, and if you have the opportunity to do, you will do. God judged the heart of man, the intent of man. Because the Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart speaketh. Out of what you have in your mind is what you pour out. If I don't have it in my mind, I will not speak it. You not even look twice. So it's not a sin to be surrounded with sin, but it's a sin to meditate. Like now, Bobrisky, we all know what Bobrisky is doing. He's sodomic. God hates what Bobrisky is doing. God created him as a man, but he changed himself to a girl, doing all those things. We all know it's a sin. But be sincere. How many of you here can say you are not a follower of Bobrisky on Facebook? Be sincere. On Facebook, you are not following Bobrisky. On Instagram, you are not following Bobrisky. On TikTok, you are not following Bobrisky. But you can't live that life, Abi. But you pick your phone and follow Bobrisky. The same airfire that Bobrisky is going is the same airfire you are going. That's where you know that God is. There are some things, it's a bit I've stayed most at the time I want to stay. There are some things we don't really understand. Maybe the second part of this teaching next week, I'll be able to break it down very well. I cannot do like Bobrisky, but I am following Bobrisky. So if Bobrisky out of like 300 million followers of Bobrisky, I mean 2 million, I am among. That means means if Bobrisky is going like this to fire, I will be all the followers. Can you see the number of followers that are following Bobrisky? Yes, they go where Bobrisky is going. Yes. So not until you do it, the intention. You are not supporting him. Like you, the fact that you are following this page now means you like what I'm doing on this page. If you hate what I'm doing on this page, you are still following, then something is wrong. You understand? If I hate you, I can't be your friend. But you are my friend and you are still saying you hate me. You are condemning me and you are still saying you are still following me. Are you normal? May God help us. Please, please. Yeah. Let's speak, please. Every unrighteousness is a sin. If you are not holy, you can't be heaven. And holiness means perfection. God who created us, we all know God is holy. You hear people say, nobody is holy apart from God. Yes. You now think God that is holy will live with you that you are a sinner. As a sinner, you cannot even smell God. Talk more of seeing the eyes of God. Even those that are holy cannot look God in his eyes. God is, we believe is merciful. 8 years old boy, 8 years old child, without Jesus will go to a fire. 8 years old, to ikere. If death come, 8 years old, without living holy life, will be in a fire. I pray may God help you and I. And that's why I said, may God help you and I. If death meets just a little sin in your life, it's better to be a big criminal. Like my friend will say, if I want sin, I will sin big, so that devil will respect, say, I sin. And if I go a fire now, now I go. If you want to be a sinner and leave that sin well. See, enjoy life. If you want to roll with the devil well. Let them know, say, But if you don't really roll with devil, you are only toiling with devil, and you end up going to a fire. It is well. And the Lord help you. Next week, please, my admin will send it out. 25 will be selected, and 1,000 naira to Uju Stella. 1,000 naira to Uju Stella. So next week, and God will bless all of you for joining this stream. May the peace of God be with you. This month is your month. Nothing will stop your miracle this month. I pray with you. Nothing will stop your miracle this month. Watch out what will happen in your life before the end of this month. I love you all, but God loves you.